My name is Nuereza Aban from EDG. And I'm an agronomist from Container Village, attached to EDG company. Can you introduce yourself? Name is sewanonda. Working in Luelo Tax Park. I deal in agricultural products, especially EDG products. As I told you, I'll be recording. So I hope let's start the interview. But my first question is that if you need some products, how do they reach you? The products reach me through the crack of EDG. How about other products? How do you receive them? Through tax transportation, sometimes through individual cars, or they supply through that. So they all bring the products to us. So don't you have time where you go to them to stock the products? You go to look for the products in the market, unless I'm looking for some specific qualities, like specific varieties of tomatoes, like Aswan, and even some things. But most of the products find me here in my place. What problems you face trying to get the products, to stock the products? Or you can say maybe these products reaching you is a problem. Apart from normal businesses, there is no problem because the way they come from the website, that is how they reach you. Even when you use taxi, always the products reach us. So you don't receive any problem like the quality or what. Yes, I have no problem with that. You don't have any problem with delays. There is no problem with delay. What is your relationship with the suppliers? How do you decide that let me buy from this supplier or this supplier? It depends. Some people bring new products on the market. Like this person is new on the market. Like this new brand is called Widow. Sometimes I just buy, let me buy 3 to 4 boxes. Maybe it will be acceptable to the market. So when you market this product, you may find that it starts to move also to be adopted. In case you receive products on credit, how much period do they give you? Not only from us as a company, but all generally. Most of them they give you 2 months. Others they give you 2 months. Are there people who give you 6 months or others? Usually it is 2 months and below. Which problem did you ever face and you feel like it's really challenging? like the times of the drought, it it is too dry, and you find that there is nothing which is moving. Yet the people need their money. Really, the climate change really challenges me. So usually when the rain stops, you find people are not working. If nothing is moving, the loan is on your neck. That is the change we receive. You find the drought, nobody's buying, and our bosses need money. And they give you things on credit. Because during that time, nobody's buying. The drought usually happens during that time. Usually in the third month, and also the 11th month. Like now we have spent like 3 weeks without no rain, without rain. So really this time is not easy for us. But when the things are moving on, when the rain is on, you can say every day let's be doing agriculture. Even you feel like let me save my hands too. What do you depend to say I'll take these quantities? It depends on how I market the product and how it works in the market. It helps me in stocking. This is marketable. This is what I base on. It depends on how people they know the product. Are there some products which you buy and they stay on the shelf for some long time? Nothing, but it was one product which was a chemical or a drug for pineapples. There's a period for pineapples. Usually things they don't move. Sometimes you procure a lot of fertilizers. Sometimes you procure a lot of fertilizers, yet its demand is during the rain season. Is there a time when you feel like this product is not moving? So is there a problem when people demand less of the fertilizers or the products? Usually the delay is because it is not in the season. But when the rains come, people start demanding. Even the demand arise. Even like the weed herbicides or weed killers. It is not demanded in the dry season, but during the rain season, it is really demanded. There are some people you give things on credit. Those people who buy on credit and those people who buy on cash, who are there? Are you many? Who do you have many as your customers? Sometimes also we have most those who are buying on cash, but also some who come on credit because the output is low. Sometimes we make agreements with them, they bring their IDs, identity, national IDs. Sometimes it's like you are blocking his path, but also it is like a burden to him, but you feel like he has the heart to also to gain from the season. So usually this thing does not happen, but unless this person is pushed to the wall where he has no way. Do you find sometimes when you have a lot of products, then usually it is a dry season. Apart from the dry season, are there any other issues? Those people you give on credit, do they delay to make their payments, or it is okay? There are some people who are difficult to get money from, but you just keep on reminding the person and inform them that also I'm in credit. Which problem do you have with your farmers? Sometimes today they take some products. Today they take pellets as as a as a product. Sometimes they take tablets, and later they say it never worked for me. Sometimes they take a jerrycan, and they say it never worked. Yet others they take and it works for them. So you remain there doubting. Yet the same product. One time we gave a box to one farmer, a box of pineapple. He was farming from pineapple. He was looking for omega. He found us with a product. So we gave him omega lectrin because he found it was in stock. But when he took the product, after 2 weeks, he came back. I thought maybe he's coming to buy more, but he said it failed. The product failed. Yet others, they say the product is working for them. Some they say that you give me that new product which you gave me last time. But sometimes I wonder why the 12 bottles which I gave you, you said they never worked. Yet, yet some other people they buy 3, 4 bottles and then it works for them. Some they even demand products like Clean Force. Sometimes they ask for Clean Force because the cover is yellow, and you get another product and you put for him. Sometimes they mistake that, and they think you never had you gave them the wrong product because that time you never had it. So sometimes when they come back and you think maybe they're going to quarrel with you, they come and demanding, we want a product for, you want fertilizers for pineapples, but you give us the previous product. Yet it was not the product which they were demanding in the first instance. Sometimes you think he's coming back with rebukes. So, sometimes you think he's coming back with complaints, but he comes back demanding for the previous product. Also, sometimes you inform them that I never wanted to inform you of that issue, but I thought maybe you would get angry. But you find that this product, which you despised, it works for them. Have you ever engaged the mail program with the government where outsource they outsource from your products? Maybe they buy products from you. It's a very long time when you started the shop. It was nuts. You supply them long time, but these days it is not. They say that if the government picks the products, they don't pay. Do they have problems with you? Do you have problem with them? Do you find them problem with them? Then it was 10 years ago. We were a few people that time. If you get a friend at the sub-county that time, they could even come and say, maybe get me for me like 10 wheat pumps, maybe sprayers. You're going to give to our farmers, but the money could not delay. It has taken some time without having this project with the government. It happened, it used to happen. But these days the government is engaging in farming too, like also producing maize for the prison. Also, the economy has also come into agriculture. So usually they clear other things within themselves. How is your day during the off season? So usually the business is down, and then you can find you're selling chemicals for bed bugs. Sometimes they demand rocket. There is the bed bug killer, but previously they demand for like 4 bottles of a certain product. So you may find that during the off season we are always in rest. So when does this usually happen? It is usually January and February. And in March we start working. Even in the 7th month or so we are working. Also the 10th month, October and November, I usually go back to the off season. If you move on from January and February, March you start sowing. So the following months they are always doing their gardens. Is there any additional service which you give to your farmers? Checking on them, researching about markets? No, I don't do anything like that. I only stop with that. If a farmer asks you a question which you have never heard about, how do you how do you overcome, how do you persevere through that situation? Usually you have numbers of those people who are supplying. Sometimes I just call the suppliers. Even I call them, they are termed as agronomists. I even tell them to talk directly then to the customers or the farmers. So if we can find a way how we can handle the, so I call directly to the company, the owner of the product, and they talk to the farmers directly. Like one person is Donald. So I told Donald, give me some samples of some tomatoes. So he gave me small and also small. He made a small packet. So one time I told him, give me some samples of some tomatoes. So they made something small, yet it was expensive. Yet the packet had to be big. So I told the agronomist, so I could ask the agronomist. One person has taken the seeds of the watermelon, but if you, the time you took it, how was it working for you? So you could explain. If a person takes a melon, then I call a person from East Africa. And then I tell him also talk to the agronomist. So the farmer is confident because he's talking with the right person, who is the agronomist. Yet he does not know that he's talking with the supplier. So that is how I overcome. Because when I just says maybe use Profit Super or Ramdex. So the farmer goes back contented because he has spoken to the agronomist, and it feels like he has obtained the right information. If it works for him, don't say that we don't say that you're talking with the supplier. You just say you talk with the agronomist. Also, the farmers, they like to listen as a success story. So the suppliers, also all the agronomists, they are open to speak with the farmers, and they give them the way forward. You keep information of your customers and follow them up. For the customers who come looking for a specific product and I suggest to them a specific product, I expect a feedback call, because that time they come, maybe they complain, they say, I was ordering this, then you give me this. So I may keep their numbers. If we comes for a different product, then when I advise another product, I make sure I remain with their contact. So those people who are like who want products like Weedmaster, and then I advise them to take like green sim. I make sure I maintain their numbers. If it fails, you call me and then I'll check how have you been spending. Most of the times there is no problem with them. Are there any platforms which you use to do your work, like Facebook, WhatsApp? Is there any platform you use? Maybe sending messages to the farmer, maybe use this kind, maybe referencing what they have to use. Even on my profile, even I have to change my picture to put Falco, one of the inputs of one of the products. Falcon Gold, Talmax. Sometimes they even ask what you have put as your profile picture, how does it work? So if the people now they know more about the product, then I change my profile. So I use the platform like WhatsApp to market my product. You can even ask, how does Calmax work? Because same from the profile. They even ask, why is agronomist putting a new product? When they are fully informed about this product, like Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, which of them do you use? Those are not, I don't have any, but I'm more of WhatsApp person. So I found also that you only put things which I advertise things on WhatsApp which people they don't know. Because when I put things which people they don't know, they are able to be inquisitive about the product on my profile, and then they're able to demand. So now on my profile, the product is Palmida because it is just a chemical for ant hills. Do you think that person can look search for the product on WhatsApp and then order without coming to your shop? Yeah, it happens. Even there some people have not yet replied. Some they want some espresso. Someone had ordered 2 espressos and when you they took a photo. So when I tried to call again, the number was off. So it is possible, even though the person is not here, to deliver the item to the customer, even though he's in the village. They call, They say you have such a product, then you deliver the product. So most of the time we say maize cleaner, and it works for the people. Sometimes they say, do you have maize cleaner? Can it reach me? We send the money, and then we put it on the tax, and then it is delivered. Are there some places where you say they are very far, where you cannot reach? Do you have some customers out of reach? I have so many, but they make sure they come to the shop. There are some people who can wait for it on the tax, on the road. Those who are very far from the tax station, they come directly. Some places where the tax does not reach, so there are some who orders on borders, but sometimes you don't know exactly what the place where they are. So sometimes you have to identify the place. It takes some time. Have you ever sold any product and it never worked for the person you're selling it to? There are many people, and it's very difficult for them to blame you because this person came demanding for a certain product and you gave it to him. Sometimes we are like, it's not. So he comes and also you may think he's going to complain, but he just reports what you gave me last time, you don't give it to me. So if this person comes desiring what he wants, when he's specific about what he wants, if he demands something which is different, you have to ask, why are you changing the orders? Why is there any change in what you have been ordering? So you may find that they have different responses. They may say, I don't know what is happening with this product. So who suffers? Who takes the responsibility in case the product fails to work? Some of the people, they don't come back. Sometimes they call for other people. So to handle this person, so sometimes we reduce the price to maybe 8,000. So last time maybe you could market 2. So this time maybe you say, maybe you take 1. Maybe I give you 1. So we do this to maintain the relationship because he may affect so many other customers. So they may start giving a bad name to products. Maybe they may call the products counterfeit because what they demand at the time, it never worked for them. Yet for me, I just procure the products from the supplier to maintain the name of the shop. So instead of giving them bulk quantities, you give them small quantities. So you have to check the heart first. How is the heart before you deliver anything to them? So if they despise the previous product, you just give them exactly the product they need. So you even explain that most people will take this product, but I don't know why it is not working for you. But there are some customers who don't want to listen. So you handle every person according to the way they come. So like one product is called Panda Power. It has something which things which are like stones. Even one customer came, he was ordering most of the time green pulse. And then that time I gave him expensive Panda Power. So this person is dissolving the chemical into water. I'm reaching there, he's seeing only stones. And then this person says, let me show you what I buy. And this person was saying, you know what you gave me? They're just stones. Then I was trying to argue to them, these are not stones, these are fertilizers. So they could complain, are these not stones? I wanted to contact the agronomist, Ronald, to call them, to talk with them, but he was busy. So that customer never came back. Even though I wanted to explain to them, even another customer said, these are not stones. Even the other one was complaining, even you are now seconding the other person. But these are stones. But when you look at Power, you see things, fertilizers which are like stones. Even there's one customer who wanted one fertilizer, and then he told him Power is the best. But when he took and used it, the next day he called and was complaining, why are they like stones? I told him, convinced him that these were fertilizers. He was curious, so I gave him the number of Ronald. Ronald would explain to them. Even when he comes here, if he does not find Power, he does not buy. He either has to find it somewhere else. If this person stood and explained to him, he could not wait for explanation. He would just become angry. As you said, there are so many shops here. How do you manage the competition? You know, here I have most products from Falcon. So the competition is with Master, WhatsApp. These are the most marketable. the ones which are being advertised. Dudu for Bukola. So for me, I usually better off them in the market because of the new products. Because for them, they are dealing more of the ordinary products. So because also there's a new product called Winnow. So my advantage is using new products. If they say master, I will suggest to them a new product. So even you suggest to them to refund them if it does not work for them. But when they take, the results are different. You may find that the competition for other companies like Coca-Cola is very high because they have a hot shop next to me. Even though they need one product, you may find that my competitor can sell even one product at the lowest price, which even they can buy one item at the lowest price, which I don't offer the same. So sometimes they buy products from the other side, which works for them. So some suppliers even they give me some product and they say just sell. But in a friend of one customer coming and says, you give me that. Sometimes the customer comes and says, you give me real gold, even it's bright. And the other even is like fungo seal. Sometimes even they say, why is the word fungo seal not on the label? And then you edge out. Can I give you a wrong product? You find that they're taking the product and it is working for them. And sometimes the new products are not expensive compared to the cola suppliers. So most people they understand that with most is uh, the only the only chemical that works. Is there any other expense which consumes your capital apart from the products you have to buy? Most of what takes most of my expenses is school fees, but this is no more. Is there anything we have looked at which you think we should talk about or explain about? Also, there are some fertilizers which have palm tree. So there are some fertilizers like palm tree, so they keep on depreciating or melting continuously. Now you cannot keep them in the store, you have to take them back home. The kilos are always reducing from 50 to 40 and continuously. So before this product, anytime it was easily portable or easily approachable by any person, could be bought by any person. But now it is just flown, it is just is there anything else that you want us to improve, like the credit period, like us who demand order for who make orders, high purchase orders, we really need some more time. So which period should they give you to clear your outstanding credit? It will depend on what you ordered and within which period or which season. If it is season, so if the person comes back during the season, you may find that the old loan is already cleared. And during the drought, it is the opposite. Like with people or agronomists, always who are able to reach you up to this point in this area. Yeah, there are some agronomists from different companies like Asia, because we have procured some tomatoes, ordered some tomatoes from them. So usually they come and check and supervise or check the products they procured, like the tomatoes. Do you think the demos can really work if a person sees how it was grown, how it is being harvested, and so on? Do you think people can easily adapt upward depending on how they have seen the demos, how the demos work? Usually it works for the people who are working tomatoes and also melon. I think if they see it, they can adapt it. Also, I received one melon. Also, let's wait for the outcome. So, so, so some people will come and procure like tomatoes and melon. So, but we're waiting for them to come back and tell us the results. So the one who took the melon has not yet come back because the period for its growth it is longer. You may get these tomatoes at 65,000, but if the customer is 80,000, at least the packaging have to be big, and also try to use a bigger picture. And when you check inside, it is 1,000 seeds. So when you see the prices, it may seem as if one is superior to the other. So yet it is 1,000 seeds in the packet, but you find that few seeds are found inside. If a person comes to buy, if you tell him it is 80,000, and they say no. So there is one product which they show 3 tomatoes, but it is a small packet. Unless they have to make it, they have to make too big. They have to make a big packet, so that the person is convinced what he's buying. Because the packaging, so I'm suggesting if they can add the packaging on the tomatoes. Because also the same applies to the melon. But the tin is very incredible, and also it is more beautiful than the previous tins. Is there any service you want us to improve on in fertilizers or the other supplies? The pumps or the sprayers, the Falcon pumps, they, they have no problem, but the previous ones had issues. So if a person comes, so now you're just clearing the old stocks of the pumps. But if you know the person, there are customers, we give them the best product. Thank you, madam, for also for this interview. I hope what you have received from me, we shall use it to also to improve on our service delivery. Thank you for delivery, service delivery. Also, our suppliers have no problem